What's up everybody, I am Paul and today's video is my answer to a question that that I get asked often: how much money do you need to get started investing in stocks? This is such a good question. I bought my first stock with only $14 when I was 13 years old. It was a teeny amount of money, but it was enough for me to start getting comfortable with investing and get used to the idea of putting my money to work. So the short answers is to get started investing in stocks. You really don't need much, but there are some things to consider, like what kind of investing you want to do, and most importantly, your experience and comfort level with risk. I'll be explaining all that in this video, so let's get into it. There's a common misconception that you need a lot of money to start investing. Maybe back in the day that was true, but nowadays technology makes it so easy for regular investors like us to access the stock market through things like accounts, investment minimums, and crazy high trading combinations that really only made sense for people with a lot of money to invest. Are all think of the past nature reason why people think they need a lot of money to start investing is probably because they're confusing stock trading with stocks investing. Stock trading does require a lot of money. It's really fast paced, and it involves studying price charts, cards, and taking advantage of short term moves in stock prices. Your PLE swings are really large, and if you only have face dollar, you'll probably get wiped out before you get a chance to release what happened. So you really need a pretty decent sized account to be trading stocks, at least $5,000. In my opinion, I don't really recommend stock trading for anyone because it's really technical and emotional demanding, and it's really not a pretty for most people. Investing in stocks is a totally different story. There are some great investing apps out there that let you get started. Totally different story. There are some great investing apps out there that let you get started with as little as $5. Bittermans and accounts are some of my favorites thanks to a feature they offer called fractional investing. You can get a fully diversified portfolio with a really small amount of money. Diversification is a great strategy for anyone who doesn't know how to pick individual stock and wants to spread out the risk and find a way to invest safely into stock market. If you prefer to invest in individual stock, almost all the major online brokerages have no account minimums and really low trading combinations. Here's couple of major ones: Fidelity, Tradistation, Ali, Invest, A-Trade, Charles Schwab, and Vanguard Robinhood is a good one. It's pretty new on the skin and alt-right. I haven't used it myself. I've heard good things about it. Basically, they charge zero combination, and if you don't have a lot of money to invest, it makes sense to avoid paying fees and commissions as much as possible, because if you're buying face dollar worth of stock, it's not cost effective to buy for 95 to make day trade. Another really cool app that I recently discovered, it is called Stock People, which lets you buy fractional shares of money. Stock you want, so you don't even need enough money to buy a whole stock. If like big stocks like Amazon, which costs around 1,670 per share, Google, which costs around 1,179 per share, or Chipotle, which costs around $616 per share, then you can buy this with whatever amounts you have. You'll just own a fractional piece of that share rather than the whole share. The point I am trying to make is this: if you want to get started investing in stocks, whatever you have $5, $50, $50, or $500, there's really no restrictions on how much money you need to get started, rather than asking how much money do I need to get started. I think what you should really be asking yourself is, how much do I feel comfortable with investing? Means you're putting your money at risk. So the number one consideration should really be your comfort level. If you're a total beginner, you're probably a little nervous. Maybe you don't trust the stock market, and you don't. I like seeing the value of your account fluctuate without understanding why. I totally get it. In my opinion, getting comfortable emotional with the act of investing and the feeling of having your money in the market is the hardest and most important hurdle, and to start working on that, you can start with any amount of money. So try starting small, say $5, or maybe for you it's more. Just ask yourself, how much am I comfortable with risking? Everyone is different, so it should be an amount that kind of gets you excited, but not so much that it stresses you out. The point is to dip your toes into the what, get some skin in the game, and start learning the flow.